Hi guys, CeeChronicles here and welcome back. I hope you've come from the previous video. I'm here with a comparison video of, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and Zara Cherry Smoothie. And I did say in the previous one that I was going to come immediately with a comparison video. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining me today. My content consists of mostly fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle videos. So I do hope you will find that interesting enough to stay. All you have to do is click the red subscribe button, join the family, and I appreciate that. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back. Please do follow me on Instagram as well. I will link my Instagram in the description box below for, I'll link my Instagram link so that it's easier for you to just click on that link and go straight to my Instagram and follow me there. I go by the name CeeChronicles. Drop a comment on my Instagram that you've come from this channel and I will give you a follow back. Reason why I'm doing this is I want my Instagram content to, turn towards fragrance reviews, or rather not fragrance reviews, but fragrance content, as opposed to just being my personal page. Now, this is what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, versus Cherry Smoothie from Zara. I'm going to spray this one on this arm. It's already there, but for the purposes of people that didn't watch the previous video, you might want to see me spray it again. It's still there, but I'm just going to spray it again. That is Zara Cherry Smoothie. I've put it on this arm, and I'm going to hold the bottle on this arm so that I don't confuse you guys as I talk. And then this is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, Reason why I am doing this video is there's been a lot of talk about these fragrances being similar or one duping the other. And I just thought to weigh in on that, so... there we have it. I'm not going to be talking too much about the notes. In fact, I don't think it's necessary. What I'm going to say is I'm going to start with this one. This, to me, is a light, playful, less mature, less mature fragrance, and obviously an affordable one. That is a no-brainer. Now Cherry Smoothie has this sparkly fruit juice like element to it. However, I have to point out that I do get an artificial syntheticness in this one. Although it is fun, it's bright, it's a bit juvenile leaning, but it's not childish. It's going to be for that person. Say you wanted to gift it to somebody blindly, it will appeal to somebody who's playful, that sort of thing. That's what I get. Now immediately on this one, on Lost Cherry, I get a bit of some complexity here. This is a dense fragrance, and I'm not saying this because of the different price points. Please guys, I'm saying this because this is my perception of the two. If this one was awful, I'd simply say it is. I get a more dense, less synthetic offering of this cherry, and a less artificialness of this. So obviously it's a compare and contrast. So what I'm going to compare with this, I'm going to contrast with this. Now, for those who don't want to waste time, is it or is it not a dupe? I would say this is an impression of, to my nose. I get an impression of as opposed to a dupe. However, this impression is about a 70% impression, which if you're looking for something that's going to give you a Tom Ford Lost Cherry vibe, I would absolutely recommend this. Because the difference is, again, here is this one is, I would say this one is more unisex in nature. It does have that unisex appeal, whereas this I find is more feminine leaning to my nose. So if you're a gentleman and you love this kind of fragrances, or you want to buy this, just make sure that it gives off a more feminine, even appeals to it has like a girly thing, if I might say. It has like this obvious girly thing. And the liqueur in here, I feel, is more pronounced, although both fragrances are boozy. I did say it in the review for Zara Cherry Smoothie that I do get some booziness and a lot of it. But the liqueur here, I feel, is more pronounced and more dense. Whatever they've used, whether it's... I don't know. Let me not get into those details. I did say I wasn't going to worry about the notes. And then this one has like a complexity of the spices. There is a use of cinnamon in Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and some cloves. Now, the use of cinnamon and cloves, that spice, the use of spices here, I think gives this one a tenacious grip. So what this one is lacking, where it's kind of all over the place. It is... almondy, cherry. That's what you get. And it doesn't seem like anything is trying to tie it here. It's trying to tie this one together. I know there's a use of tonka bean here, which they've used to try and tie things together. But this one remains one of those that is kind of all over the place, but mostly almondy and cherry leaning. Whereas this one has a double dose of cherry. However, the use of those spices that they've thrown in there, gives it like that's the spices just kind of hold on, makes this, how can I put it? I don't know. It gives it a tenacious grip. Okay. I don't know why I'm even confusing myself. Okay. And then again, there is jasmine in here and that rose. Okay. I think the use of the jasmine and the rose, in as much as there is a floral in here, which is heliotrope, the use of that jasmine and that rose kind of separates these two fragrances. Although they have a similar vibe, that jasmine and the rose, if you put your nose here, you can smell it. I would not class this as a floral, like an ultra floral, but it does not remain, it has like a perfect balance of the cherry and those florals, as well as the woods, because I've used cedarwood as well. So all those notes are, if you're wondering what is the difference here, there's something that is different. I think it's a clever use of spices. Not clever, okay, this one is obviously an inspired by, or it is like an impression of. So it is that use of spices which Zara here did not bother with. A bit of some woodiness, which again Zara did not bother with. That makes this different. Now this, because I did say in the previous video that it kind of has like a even almost suffocating, sharp kind of non-relenting, push to it. It is a very stuffy fragrance in a way. It is very pungent. Okay, pungent. It has like a pungent feel to it, where I can see some people saying, oh, I can't do it, it's too much. Okay, I think that is because of the triple use of notes with same nuances. Now, what I mean by this is heliotrope has got heliotrope has got like an almondy nuance to it. Cherry, if you throw cherry there, cherry has almondiness to it. It can turn a bit almondy. And then there's a use of almond as well. So the triple use of notes that have a similar thing kind of draw this one to becoming like a cherry. Nothing, almondy. Okay. And then it has that powdery muskiness, which comes in a 20-30 minutes mark, which I don't get this. This also dries down powdery, but later. Okay. So those are, I'd say, the differences. But if you don't care for that, which is why I said, if you don't care for that, yes, this is an impression of this. Or if you've never smelled this, this is one that I feel is going to tick the boxes for a lot of people. And I know it's popular for a reason, because it does share similarities with this one. I mean, both of them have cough syrupy in nature. If I am to, say the truth, both of them, I feel, are play-doughy in nature. Okay. Both of them are very, up there with the cherry. Both of them are boozy. So there are similarities there. However, this one has got, that those. Even if you look at the note pyramid, you'll see that there's a lot going on here. Now, if you are one person that is particular and you want, that perfection and whatever, then yeah, definitely. But the price point, I would definitely say, if you're on a budget, go for this one. You won't be missing too much. As long as you don't care about what I said, you won't be missing too much. However, as a fragrance reviewer, I had to break it down for you. But if you take somebody who doesn't care for it, put the two there, spray them, or spray them on each hand. It will take a very, it take a while for somebody to extract the differences. Like, oh, okay, the use of the jasmine here, it's taking this to a little bit of a soapiness, a little bit of a rosiness, okay, which you don't get in here. What you get here is mostly cherry, and almond, which is, of course, the use of the heliotrope. And the tonka in here fails to, ground this fragrance. It remains upbeat from start till finish. And then again, the cherry on top for Zara Cherry Smoothie is its lasting power, guys. This is eternal. Okay, it's got a beastly sillage, beast performance you get from this. Unfortunately, the price for this one does not, again, translate to how long it lasts. This is a reapply kind of fragrance. I actually have a fragrance oil, within my collection that I, layer with this particular one, with Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, because Tom Ford's Lost Cherry to me does not have a good lasting power. I get 3-4 4 hours pushing it, which is something that I don't get from this one. However, this one is a bit stuffy. And like I said, if you're gifting a male, you may want to lean towards this. Or if you're gifting somebody who's very mature, you may want to lean towards this. However, if you're gifting somebody who's playful at heart, who's got that sparkly character to them, this is definitely going to tick their boxes. Okay. In terms of sweetness, I think they have the same sweetness. I don't get a syrupy sweet that is more than the other from one or the other. So that is what I had for you guys. CeeChronicles is my name. I was doing a comparison of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry versus Zara Cherry Smoothie. And these fragrances are beautiful, guys. I have both in my collection, and I do not even regret buying this because obviously Zara's fragrances are affordable, right? Okay, so yeah, turn on post notifications, guys. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Like this video if you like it, and let's meet in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you own both fragrances? Do you think you need both? If you can afford, maybe you need both. If not, then this is a very good fragrance, a very good impression of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Follow me on Instagram, like I said before. If you give me a follow on Instagram, I will definitely follow you back. But you've got to mention that you've come from this channel, because I want a lot of people that love fragrances on my my Instagram account. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. And remember, smelling good, guys, is a form of good manners. Cheers.